You're beautiful! I love you! You're beautiful!
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Gomez. Good afternoon. It is such an honor for me to address you today on behalf of the graduating class of Social Sciences 2007. Thank you for joining us, Executive Vice Chancellor and Provost Michael Godferson, the Dean of Social Sciences, Barbara Dozier, Graduate Dean Carol Boyd, distinguished faculty, as well as family, friends present today. So, some of us thought this day would never come, and others of us woke up this morning, rolled out of bed, and thought, is today really the day? And it is. And I first want to congratulate you, the graduates. Sitting here today for your dedication and your accomplishments. Evidenced by the amount of people in this room today is that nobody here sitting got here alone. For this reason, I would like to also acknowledge family, friends, professors, and administrators who have supported us in our journey. In the social sciences, we deal quite a bit with statistics, and you can ask anyone sitting out here today just how much that required statistics class can be. But we also know that statistics can't tell an entire picture. I, for one, as a child of Mexican immigrants from the Central Valley, was not the most likely person to be sitting here giving this speech to you. In fact, if someone would have told me 5 years ago that this is how my UCI experience would end, I would have laughed. But luckily for me, the people that told me that I wouldn't make it and that people like me might as well be illiterate when they come to a university, they weren't on the review committee for the applications of social sciences.
That's right, Marlen!
I do kind of wish that person was here today, but, what are you going to do? UC Irvine saw promise in me, and in reciprocity, I decided to make the most of my UC Irvine experience. Like many of you guys seated here today, I was fortunate to find those key people who believed in me before I even began believing in myself. People like Dr. Cesar Cerceres, people like Dr. Juan Lara, and people like my amazing mentor, Jeanette Castellanos. Thank you for always encouraging me and supporting me to become the person that you knew I could be. 5 years later, like many of you guys sitting here today, I call Irvine my home. Even on a campus with 22,000 students, we have been joined by common classes, events, living spaces, and life experiences. And as a result, friends have become family. As a UCI family, we watched the demolition and reconstruction of our student center. We saw the birth of social networking sites like MySpace and Facebook. We watched American Idol become as popular as low-carb diets. And we have seen just about every reality show we can stomach. As the post-9/11 generation, we saw national security become a question instead of a guarantee. And we watched the war on terrorism unfold. Together, we have prayed for those who serve in combat, especially those from our UC Irvine community. And together, we have remembered those who lost their lives at Virginia Tech. All of these experiences have changed us and joined us in a common experience. I now want to invite family and friends sitting here today to try to find your graduate here on the floor. And graduates, you guys can wave back if you see them. Yeah. And now I want family and friends to think back to the last time you saw your graduate in a cap and gown, which was probably high school or maybe community college. We have come a long way from the nervous freshmen or transfers that you left some years ago. We've learned a lot of great lessons since then. For example, some of us learned to live on our own. Some of us learn to pay bills. Some of us learn that Top Ramen is not a food group, but it's a lifesaver at 4 o'clock in the morning. And we've learned that the city of Irvine is serious when they say they're going to tow your car if you park somewhere. But on a more serious note, many of us learn to appreciate the unending support that our family and friends have provided us throughout the years. I would personally like to thank Juan and Anna Kanagi and the Kanagi kids, Juan, Cynthia, and Seji.
Yeah! Ow!
And my best friends, Jose Munoz, Cynthia Medina, and Stacy Ong. And now, graduates, I want you to look back at your families for all the late night phone calls, for all the understanding every time we changed our major, and for all the love, the encouragement, and of course all of the money and financial help. We thank you. And I'd like to give them a round of applause. So now the question that a lot of us have been dreading for the past few weeks: what happens now? Tomorrow morning we will have experienced an amazing transformation from UCI undergrads to UCI alumni. As social scientists, we have our work cut out for us because our training puts us in a unique position that other disciplines do not address. For example, what are the economic and political implications of a now 6-year war? Logical, social, and cultural effects of living in a world with no physical boundaries and a world that moves faster than many of us can adjust to. And a question very personal to many of us here: what will immigration reform look like, and who will it benefit and hurt? The knowledge gained at UC Irvine has prepared us to pursue answers to these questions and more. It is up to you to determine what that will mean for our world. As the first woman in my family to graduate from a major university, and now the only person in my family to pursue a doctorate, I don't always know what the best path to follow is. However, there's a Spanish saying that reassures me. It goes, "Caminante no hay camino, se hace el camino al andar." Translated, traveler, there is no path, you make the path as you go. In life, there is no perfect path to follow. So forget about the demands and the expectations and bubbling in scantrons and things like that. And believe that the best path for you is the one that you make for yourself. The one that is guided by passion. The one that brings you joy every day and to everyone that your life touches. In closing, I would like to leave you with the words of W.E.B. Du Bois, an American author and sociologist. Now is the accepted time, not tomorrow, not some more convenient season. It is today that our best work can be done, and not some future day or future year. It is today that we fit ourselves for the greater usefulness of tomorrow. Congratulations once again, class of 2007. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Marlen. Superb talk. Well, now it's time to